I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Peace and safety to the hopefully elect, all the sincere Akim scattered throughout the four corners, pushing his word in sincerity and in truth. For those who don't know, Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is the name of the only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. And this another edition. I dropped the mic, and in this edition, I'm gonna go into this James chapter 1, and give you some understanding on when it's referring to your tongue being a wicked member. All right, basically going into those doctrines that's being taught, those doctrines of devils that's being taught, causing brothers basically to go off. And the first precept I want to get is Revelation 14 and start at verse 3, and it reads, "And they sung as it were a new song before the throne and before the four beasts and the elders, and no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth." Verse 4, "These are they which were not defiled with woman." And those women is referring to basically philosophies, the wisdom of this world. And to show you that in the precepts, here in Revelations chapter 18 and verse 3, and show you basically what woman the Lord is specifically talking about. So this is Revelation 18 and 3, and it reads, "For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication," referring to Babylon, that confusion. And that's why amongst the circumcision, and you have guys teaching these fables, man, basically lies, the wisdom of this world, because they drunk of the wine of the wrath of the fornication of the so-called white man. All right, the Edomites, known as Babylon, the daughter of Babylon. So it says, "For all nations," and Israel is one of those nations, "have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies." So now, going back to the book of Revelation, chapter 14, and verse 4, it says, "These are they which are not defiled with woman," defiled with confusion, all right, drinking the wine of the fornication of Babylon, all right, and teaching those fables, man, those doctrines of devils, such as what's being taught amongst the circumcision, man, such as the mark of the beast being the microchip, this missile doctrine, this 12 tribe chart, which is an idol, basically these Jewish fables that's being taught amongst these guys in the circumcision, of course. They drinking the wine of the wrath of her fornication, meaning they are defiled with woman, man. So reading on, it says, "For they are virgins," referring to the 144,000. Why? Because they're not defiled with these doctrines of devils. They're not drinking the wine of the wrath of her fornication. All right, meaning confusion, man. All right, "These are they which follow the Lamb whatsoever he goeth." All right, the ones that keep the Lord's pure word, man. All right, so it says, "These were redeemed from among men." So those are the ones that's going to be redeemed. All right, those who's not defiled by these philosophies, this wisdom of this world that's being taught, the ones who are not defiled by woman. all right, known as virgins, man. These are they which follow the Lamb whatsoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruit unto the power and unto the Lamb. So let me get another precept in the book of James. The book of James, chapter 3, and we're going to start at the top. And it says, my brethren, be not many masters. And the masters is referring to teachers. As you can see on your screen here, it says a teacher. In the New Testament, one who teaches concerning the things of the power. Alright, so that master is referring to teachers. Let's see here. It says doctor, master, teacher, instructor. So it says, my brethren, be not many masters, meaning teachers, knowing that we, this is James referring to himself as a master, a teacher, a tutor, we shall receive a greater condemnation. So those who was given the duty to basically teach this word, man, all right, who's referred to as masters, all right, teachers, tutors, all right, shall receive a greater condemnation for teaching those wayward doctrines, man, all right, teaching those fables. It says, for in many things we offend all, if any man offend not in the word, the same is a perfect man. And that's going back to Revelations chapter 4 and verse 5, where it reads, and in their mouth, referring to the 144,000, all right, those virgins, was found no guile. Why? Because they're teaching the right things. All right, they're not teaching fables, doctrines of devils. All right, basically these are the ones that's following the Lamb, meaning they keep the Lord's words, man. So it says, and in their mouth was found no guile, for they are without fault before the throne of the power. All right, so going back to the book of James, let's see here, the book of James, chapter 3, and verse 2, it says, for in many things we offend all, if any man offend not in the word, the same is a perfect man, meaning undefiled, without fault before the power. All right, and able also to bridle the whole body. Now I want to look up this word bridle, and as you can see on your screen here, it says to lead by bridle, a guide, to guide. It says to restrain. Let's see. Here in the Strong's definition, it says to be a bit leader. A leader. So, going back, it says, for in many things we offend all, if any man offend not in the word, the same is a perfect man, and able also to bridle, meaning to lead the whole body. Alright? So, that perfect man is referring to those virgins. Alright? Those who was not defiled by woman. Those that's considered with no guile. Alright? That's perfect before the throne of the Most High. Alright? If you keep the words, man. Alright? So it says, and able also to bridle the whole body. Alright? And that body is the church. Alright? Is the elect. Alright? Though that world that spoke of in John 3:16, that world that believeth, alright? That's the body. So, let's see here, reading on. It says, behold, we put this bit in the horse's mouth, and that bit, that's that bridle. As you can see on your screen, it says bridle. Alright? So, it says, behold, we put bits in the horse's mouth, that they may obey us, and we turn about their whole body. Alright? And the horses is those who's tasting the good words of the Lord, those who believe in the Lord, All right, and that would be considered the body, man, the church. All right. So reading on, it says, "Behold, also the ship, which though they be so great and be driven of fierce winds, yet they are turned about with a very small helm, whithersoever the governor listeth." All right. So basically, referring to verse 1, those teachers. All right. Basically, you have a responsibility to teach the right thing, man. All right, to teach the Lord's words, because the Lord haven't given any man authority to add or take away. Remember, in the book of Revelation, it says if you add to the Lord's words or take away from the Lord's word, your spot, meaning your position amongst the elect, is going to be taken away. All right, so no man has that authority. We're commanded by the Lord to keep every word, man. All right, the pure words of the Lord, and not speak the so-called white man words. All right, because that's an example of having guile, man. All right, that's an example of drinking the wine of the fornication of the wrath of confusion, man. All right, so it says, verse 5, "Even so, the tongue is a little member, and boasteth great things. Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindleth. And the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity." And that's what you hear coming out of these guys' mouth. With these doctrines they're teaching, iniquity. All right, that's an example of you being defiled. All right, and not being a virgin. All right. So it says, "So is the tongue among our members." The things you're teaching amongst the body, man, basically causing people to go off through the confusion of Babylon. All right, because that's the woman. That basically these guys are being defiled by. All right, teaching doctrines of devils. All right, remember, ye of your father the devil, and the lust of the devil you will do. And that's what you do when you teach these fables, man. All right. So it says the tongue is a fire. All right, which it can cause people to go off, man. A world of iniquity. So is the tongue among our body. Salakia, among our members, that it defileth the whole body. All right, so the things you're teaching, man, all right, that's what this is referring to. All right, defile the whole body, those who seek to follow the Lord, man. All right, so it says, "And setteth on fire the course of nature, and is set on fire of hell." Now I want to, let's see here. Let's read this next verse, verse 7. And it says, "For every kind of beast, and of birds, and of serpents, and of things in the sea is tamed, and has been tamed of mankind. But the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison." All right, when you teach lies, all right, when you add to the Lord's word, all right, that's what it's referring to. Let's get a precept and deal with that poison, man, and show you what the Lord is referring to in the book of Matthew chapter 12. Matthew chapter 12 and verse 33. And it says, "Either make the tree good and his fruit good, or else make the tree corrupt." And that's what you guys are doing, like I said, by teaching these fables, man. All right, it's causing the body, all right, that horse, all right, that horse to go the wrong way, man. All right, so it says, "And his fruit corrupt, for the tree is known by its fruit." verse 34, which is the point, dealing with that poison. It says, "O generation of vipers," all right, you serpents, man. All right, so the Lord referred to you Israelites, all right, that's teaching lies, all right, as vipers. How can ye be being evil speak good things? For out of abundance of the heart the mouth speaketh. All right, referring to that tongue, man. All right, let's go back to the book of James, chapter 3 and verse 7. It says, "For every kind of beast and of birds and of serpents," referring to you vipers, "and of all things in the sea is tamed and have been tamed of mankind, but the tongue," all right, "the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil full of deadly poison," referring to those generation of vipers, those that teach lies, man. All right, those that's fulfilling the lust of their father, which is the devil. All right, remember, he is a liar. All right, so reading on verse 9, it says, "Therewith bless we the power, even the Father, and therewith curse we men, which are made after the similitude of the power." And let's see. Let me get another precept. See here. The book of Zephaniah, chapter 3 and verse 13. It says, "The remnant," meaning the elect, the 144,000 of Israel, "shall not do iniquity, nor speak lies." All right, nor speak lies. All right, those are the ones that's not defiled by woman. Those are the ones that's has no guile, that's perfect in the sight of Yahweh. So it says, "Neither shall a deceitful tongue be found in their mouth." And that's what it's referring to, man, a deceitful tongue. And that's why the Lord referred to them as serpents, vipers. And the things they're teaching is poison, man. All right, so it says, "Neither shall a deceitful tongue be found in their mouth," referring to those who are undefiled, those virgins. "For they shall feed and lie down, and none shall make them afraid." Let's get one last precept in the book of Ephesians. The book of Ephesians, chapter 5, and verse 27. And it reads, "That he might present it to himself a glorious church." All right, that glorious church, referring to the elect. All right, referring to the virgins. All right, that remnant, not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that it should be holy and without blemish. All right, so let's go back to the book of Revelation 14 and verse 4. And it said, "These are they which are not defiled with woman." And that's who it's referring to. That's that glorious church. "For they are virgins," not meaning never been with a woman, meaning they don't not defiled with the wisdom of this world, man. All right, "These are they which follow the Lamb, that keep the word of the Lord. Wheresoever he goeth, these were redeemed from among men." All right, referred to the elect. All right, "being the first fruit of the power, and to the Lamb, and in their mouth." All right, remember that tongue, man, kindle of a fire, man. All right, and those masters, those teachers, are going to suffer a greater condemnation for teaching that poison, man. All right, so it says that in their mouth was found no guile, for they are without fault before the throne of the power. All right, because they're teaching the right things, man. And I hope you brothers was edified. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.